Hello, I'm live. This is Dr. Mia Luth. It is 2:39 p.m. Eastern Time, New York, USA, and it is January 6th, 2026. So I got on this morning. I had a little bit of time, and I'm getting on again. And um, I just have to say to some people, excuse the fuck out of me for being a human being, okay? But what I've been trying to do with some of the press up in Winnipeg and those people who are Canadian is one, introduce myself to you because a lot of people in the US know who I am, especially hockey people and particularly goalies. And I have horrible medical conditions that I got to fight through every single day. And all I was trying to do on Winnipeg Sports Talk, Remo, I had already put it up on the chat before, which was check in. Okay? Now, I understood what Matt Hyman was saying, and I said I understood. It wasn't me misusing the terms. Okay? There are people, and I keep seeing it online. I keep seeing it. Fans who are using the terminology, we get first round draft pick if we lose. Okay? But they're thinking of it the other way around, as in first overall. Do you understand? So I tried to correct some people, and then so I just said, okay, well, why is it that they think this? So I went online, and right now what I'm typing online is, okay, does the 32nd place team in the NHL get, and I'm just going to put first draft pick, okay, and then I'm going to do it the other way around, okay, because there were people telling me when I tried to tell them that it was not the first round. Okay. It says, unlike the NFL, the NHL does not immediately award the number one pick in the draft to the last place team. The league follows a similar strategy as the NBA and the MLB, using a lottery system to determine the orders of the pick. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I am copying, okay, the internet address for this. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Shorten address. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Okay. It's not going to let me do it because it's too long. I mean, excuse me, Remo. Some people just can't be helped. Well, maybe you were talking to yourself in the mirror. I mean, you don't have to be ignorant. Okay? I just had to go say goodbye to one of my bandmates who's dying very quickly today. And I take shit from people all the time who think they know about goalies. Year over year over year over year over year. I cut and paste exactly what it said online. And then Issue Boy Bruce said, I said, no, I'm not the one confusing it. Understand what I'm saying to you. What I typed, what I put online and sent to Matt was exactly how I copied it from the internet. So it wasn't me misunderstanding. Primo. Okay, so I am now going to help Okay, people who really do want to know what the difference is and who would like to understand and learn more about the game and how um, NHL franchises work and how the NHL works. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, since I can't put the whole the internet address is too long, and YouTube doesn't let me put something that long on there. So I'm Control C, and I am now putting um, on my in my chat. I'm putting, okay, the way that I worded it in the search panel, which is, does the 32nd place team in the NHL get first draft pick? Okay, now I understood everybody gets a draft pick in the first. I understand that. But there are tons and tons of people, Winnipeg Sports Talk, everybody in Winnipeg, and people who give a shit about learning about the National Hockey League. There's been a lot of confusion. And all I was trying to do was cut and paste and show someone this is why there's confusion. Because there's information on the internet that uses that verbiage. Okay? So, yes, Mr. Matt Hyman was correct, and I understood that. Okay? There's 32 teams, and yes, in the first round, everybody gets a pick. But also, it says the league follows a similar strategy as the NBA and MLB, which I also understand very well. System to determine the order of the picks. Okay? Now, there is something else that popped up, and it was part of an NHL kind of like education thing, and it's quite a few years old, but it also used the term first round draft pick, which confuses the issue. So, no, the Jets don't get to go first. The Jets do not. If what people are, some of the people online are have been saying and typing, what they've been getting at is that the Jets automatically get to choose first. And I wasn't trying to argue with anyone. I was trying to cut and paste and show Matt, well, this might be why they're confused, because even the internet uses the terminology that way. Okay? There is a lottery system. So if your NHL team ends up at the bottom in 32nd place, okay, that does not mean that they get to choose first. Okay, now once, because there it used to be like that, but the lottery system, right, is different now. You understand? It also, right, is there so teams don't purposely tank. Okay, it's not like that anymore. So people either, right, are older fans and still thinking that way, or people don't know exactly the terminology, and the internet is not helpful. Remo and chatters, because it quite literally says online. It uses the terminology, right, get first draft pick. Okay? So people are confusing first round with first draft pick. And I kept seeing it, and I kept seeing it, and I kept seeing it. And when I put it in to the internet, it popped up on an NHL page that had simple, plain English, not the long, all the long words and all that other kind of thing. Okay, so excuse me, Remo. Some people just can't be helped. I also don't think Eric Comrie sucks. And I was simply attempting to educate some people because there are people who think that Scott Arneal is the one who chooses who gets to come up and go down. So there are some fans who are getting angry and pissed off about things that aren't even reality. You enjoy making people cry when all they were trying to do was show why there's confusion, Mr. Remus. Pardon me. Okay? If your team comes in 32nd place in the NHL, it doesn't mean you get to pick first. And I already told Matt in the check-in over there with Sarah and Jamie that I understood. Okay, what I put on there, what I tried to, like the second time, I'm like, no, Matt, it's like, this is what it says online. I cut and paste quite literally what it said online. So, no, I guess some people cannot be helped. Like the people who don't know anything about goaltending, like the people who don't want to stand behind their franchise. You never know what's happening in somebody's life. And I've tried to be very, very positive, and I've tried to interact properly and respectfully. And if that isn't good enough for you, I don't care.